saying. A retriever, like a golden retriever.
So he was a larger,
He's a large dog.
large
He was-
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was, I think my mother was calling him a collie or a collie, but he wasn't. He didn't have the sharp nose. He was more of a retriever head.
Mm-hmm.
And nice curly hair, wavy hair rather than curly. Yeah, we could, across from us, like at that time, in our block between 108th and 109th Avenue on 107th Street, you start from like the streetcar line. Do you remember that at all? No, I don't know whether you
I
were.
remember you telling me about it, but I
Okay.
don't think I really remember
No.
streetcars. I
So-
think I was pretty young the last time I was in Edmonton
yeah,
at your
I think so,
at
Judy.
your mom and dad's place,
Yeah.
probably 3 years old or something.
Well, there was our house beside them on the 808th Avenue was the Sanborns.
Right.
Bill Sanborn was my chum there, and then our house, and then the next house, which turned out to be the Yeomans later on. That's where Betty Yeomans, who was my first playmate. I may have been 5 and she was 4 when they moved next door to us. And but anyway, but across from us was just bush,
Oh, that's amazing.
not trees, just
Scrubby
stuff,
land.
willows and poplars,
Yeah.
and and then it was a couple of blocks before you saw the next building, which was a big brick building, the armories for the military. And I guess during the First World War, there was an area through there that they had dug trenches for instructions, you know.
Oh, right.
Well, then the trenches were left, and they were all sort of just mounds and troughs and all grass covered and so on.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
But there was this bit of bush area and this other area, and so for little boys, you could go running through this area all over the place, you know. And sometimes Teddy would be running with me, and we'd get back to the house and lie down on the nice green lawn, and because we were retired, but he'd lie right down beside me, and sometimes he'd lick my face a little bit, you know, and then just
Yeah.
I could lie on my back and look at the clouds drift along.
Have a little
So
rest.
he was a real companion.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell what he was thinking, and I think he could tell what I was thinking, you know, by our reactions to things.
Sure.
And he was always wanting to please, and because he got just straight enjoyment out of it. I'd be maybe have been downtown with my mother shopping and off the streetcar and coming from 107th Avenue along, and he would have been out the front. We didn't have to keep them on a leash then,
No, I don't suppose.
and he would see us coming, and he'd come running down to meet us. And if I had happened to have a magazine or something like that rolled up, and anyway, he'd come and bounce around and greet us properly, you know, and then I'd just say, "Here you are, Teddy," and he'd take it in his mouth, and he'd carry it just so sedately all the way back to the house, and he'd stop, and I'd say thank you, and he'd release it. Yeah,
A good fellow.
yeah.